Scientific Notation Lesson 5 Notes. Rules for scientific notation to standard notation. So we're going to go from, they're going to give you the scientific number, and you're going to change it to the standard form. If the exponent is positive, move the decimal to the right to make a larger number. If the exponent is negative, you move the decimal to the left to make a smaller number. The exponent indicates the number of spaces the decimal is to be moved. Now, before I go any farther, technically the decimal doesn't move. The numbers move around the decimal. It's just easier to say to move the decimal. So your decimal is actually stationary. It technically doesn't move, and you're supposed to move the numbers around the decimal, but it's easier to say move the decimal. So anyway, if the exponent is positive, you're going to move the decimal to the right. So looking at this example, I've got 1.4 times 10 to the fifth. So we're going to move the decimal 5 spaces to the right. Okay, so that would look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These spaces right here, we would fill those in with zeros. So 1.4 times 10 to the fifth would be 104,000. If the exponent is negative, you move the decimal to the left. Make the number smaller. So the example of 2.97 times 10 to the negative fourth, we're going to move the decimal 4 spaces to the left. One, 2, 3, 4. And again, filling these in with zeros. So this one would be, here's my decimal, 1, 2, 3, 2, 9, 7. All right, notice here I didn't write the decimal at the end. Technically the decimal's there. I don't need to write it at the end. But when you move it to the left, you must put your decimal. And again, how many spaces did I move the decimal? Well, that depended on the exponent. For this one, the exponent's 5, so I moved it 5 spaces. For this one, it was negative 4, so I moved it 4 spaces. And again, positive was to the right and negative was to the left. If it is a negative exponent, your answer will start with a 0. That is key to remember. If it is a negative exponent, the answer will start with a 0. See how we had a negative exponent here, and my answer started with a 0. Take a moment, pause your video, and make sure you get all of this written down. If you have any questions of changing a number from scientific notation to standard notation, please let me know.